Alright, folks, we're here with today's first seeker, Oberleutnant Karsten Kepler. He's a seasoned veteran of Berg's Heathen Day of competition and prizes, having racked up numerous kills on the last annual day of prizes. Oberleutnant, how are you feeling about today? You're the first seeker, you're kicking it off. Are you feeling sharp?
Well, I mean, compared to last time, I mean, I went out and I gave it my all, but, this time I'm going to try to be more conservative, maybe try to get, a couple early picks. There's nothing really, I can do to compare to my performance last time, but I just got to try to set the bar higher, and, I really got to move in and, take some of them out and grow that seeker team and, eventually get rid of all of them.
Well, we're looking forward to it today. There's about 1 minute left on the clock, and things are about to kick off here. Good luck to you today. Look in all those corners. Keep a sharp eye out. They're wearing, unlike last time, they're wearing camo today, upping the risk factor. Good luck today. All right, folks, let's go back to the action. Alright, folks, welcome back to the second annual Berg's Day of competition, heathen prizes, whatever. We're here once again with the 23rd Panzer Division. They are competing in a game of hide and seek. Actually, see who will win the coveted prize of one free Steam game. Today, we're going to have 3 prizes today. The rules are much the same as the last one. We have a host of 23rd Panzer Division members hiding inside the town of Schechheim near Aachen. And what we'll be doing today is watching as the Seeker, one Karsten Kepler, as we saw earlier. We interviewed him. I'll show that up here in a minute. Who's ready to kick this off and really start getting in and starting this competition. Alright, we have seen that Oberleutnant Kepler has entered the field. He has started there in the corner. That is where our seekers will be coming in today. At this corner, we're going to have all day start hunting down these innocent and unwary members of the 23rd. As you can see, they are spread out across the map. The border of the game is roughly where the town is here. And plenty of sport for the Oberleutnant today. So let's go ahead and get in it. Let's see if this turns into a slobber knocker. If he can go ahead and get this going. As you can see, the Oberleutnant is now on the enemy team. Things are about to... He's moving towards to Gefreiter Metzger there. Metzger, a veteran soldier, running from the Oberleutnant. Oh, man. What do we see here? Oh, they're going to have eyes. We may have our first elimination on the day. It may be Metzger here. Let's see what Kepler does. Does he have eyes on him yet? Doesn't look so. The Oberleutnant there is using a grease gun. That is a pressed steel weapon used by the Allies as a cheap alternative to the Thompson. Metzger is on the move. We'll see here if the Oberleutnant catches sight of him. That's a wise move by Metzger there. We don't want to have an early elimination so quickly. Okay, let's keep it quiet here. See if the Oberleutnant can come and find anybody else here. Not within range of anybody. Unteroffizier Netto is within range, hiding in some of the buildings there. Depends on which way the Oberleutnant will move. There's no way to tell at this point. We'll see how things turn out here. Metzger seems to have maybe escaped judgment early. Maybe he might end up using that as a lesson and finding a better spot. Alright. See here what the Oberleutnant does. Once he kills a hider, they will be added to the Seeker team, and as the Seeker team grows, they will spread out and again turn this large city into a hunting ground. Alright, once again, this is Berg's Heathen Day of competitions and prizes, first celebrated on Easter 2018. We're now in our second annual year, even though it's been less than a year, of this competition. Oberleutnant Kepler is going into the town, taking his time, being very methodical. You don't want to rush yourself here. Oh, and we have another seeker added to the thing. Oberfeldwebel Lander, close aid, come in, and he's going to take on the seeker team. This is a bizarre turn of events, but not an unwarranted one. We will see how this plays out in the future. There's now 2 pairs of eyes looking at the field. We'll see how this turns out for the hide. Who will get the first elimination? Has advantage of experience over Oberfeldwebel Lander. Oberfeldwebel Lander, unfortunately, was not part of the first competition day. Oberleutnant Kepler has the experience and the tenacity to make the first elimination. We'll see how this works out. Who will be the last men standing? Third, second, and first place prizes respectively go out to those men, and who will win on the day? There is still a lot of men hiding in these trees, in these woods, in these houses here.
I've put a Landrick in with Kepler.
I see, thank you. That's the game master you're hearing right now. Underfieldwebel, I'm sorry. Erdman, who will be our GM today, his job today will be to limit the game area, push people towards the hunters, and generally cause havoc for the hiders. All right, let's see what Oberleutnant Kepler's doing. Oberfeldwebel Landrick is close on his tail. They're methodically clearing a building, leaving no stone unturned. All right, everything's looking good. This is not an interval building, it seems, but one that still needs to be checked out here. All right, they're coming close. It appears Unteroffizier Netto may be the first on the chopping block. If he gets a signal, he may have an elimination by the Oberfeldwebel here. Who knows what could happen? It's getting close on the line here. Unteroffizier Netto would be a great seeker. He's tenacious. He's got a sharp eye. He could turn the tide for the seekers here. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, it's getting close. Could this be the first elimination on the day? This is indeed a pressure cooker here. Will the Oberfeldwebel see him? And it appears he's missed him. Oh, great hiding spot for Unterfeldwebel, Unteroffizier Netto. My gosh, what an experienced player. Grabbed victory there from the jaws of defeat. Oberfeldwebel slightly over to him. Great uses of camo there.
I imagine his heart is in his mouth.
His heart, I would say so. He is blending in very well. I must say the addition of camo to this game has really changed the stakes here. The hiders are much more capable of remaining blending in with the surrounding area. So it's will be an interesting game to see how this affects the seekers' ability to point them out and kill. Okay, let's see where our two seekers are going now. All right. They're not moving toward any particular player at this point, still just feeling out the terrain. This is different setting from our last day of competition, much more urban area, less woods to run around in, so a lot of building clearing will be going on. This could take any amount of time. We'll see how this factors into the competition today, but once we start getting kills on the board, more seekers, more eyes, the game will start to speed up. All right, let's see what's... Oberfeldwebel Landrick clearing out the buildings very methodically there, looking at every nook and cranny, doesn't want to miss a single player. Oberleutnant Kepler going to the church here. This could be, it's not an interval church, but still you never know where you might find people hiding. It's an interesting usage of, it appears, looking at the strategy of most players, that they have adopted to hide in the forest, staying out of the building, and moving to the periphery of the actual combat area, of the hide-and-seek area. We have people in craters, people along the Dragon's Teeth here, all spread out through the area. Everything from Unteroffiziers to recruits to Panzergrenadiers. There's no telling how this will play out in the long run. We will see how this actually affects...
Hormuth seems to be making a break for it.
Yes, Hormuth here is... He's staying on his own here in this building. It's a dangerous building. He's moving around a lot. This could be a good strategy or a bad strategy depending on if he were to run into a seeker. He's staying on the move here. If he spots the seekers, it's good to put some distance between him, but it's hard to tell how this will play out in the long run. Oberleutnant Kepler has definitely seen this tactic before. If you remember in the first video, in the first day of competition, he actually gunned down several people running from house to house. It was an excellent move, one of the best eliminations of the day. We'll see how this factors in. Hormuth is definitely moving now. We'll see if Kepler can get eyes on him. He may have an elimination if Kepler can see him. Oh, one elimination maybe. Oh no, Hormuth is on the run here. Oberleutnant Kepler is giving pursuit. And it appears Hormuth has the lead on him. Hormuth is not taking any chances, moving through the alleyways, putting space between him and the Oberleutnant. Oh, but will he run directly into the jaws of Oberfeldwebel Landrick? This is a pressure cooker here, folks. The first elimination of the day could be right around the door, right around the time here. We could see it right now. The Oberfeldwebel looking. Does he see him? No, he's still checking the buildings. Are proving a tricky sight here. The Unteroffizier is using here as his example. He's taking cover here with the walls against the buildings. There's no telling how this will work out. Alright. Still No eliminations thus far. Still our Seekers are looking around. In the buildings, we'll see, that may be a tactic they choose to stop after a while, after they find that less and less people are deciding to hide in the buildings. Alright, Helmut is on the move again here. Moving from house to house. Using great cover to actually hide from the Oberleutnant here. This is an excellent tactic. We don't know if this will preserve him for the future or if the Oberleutnant will actually give up the chase. There's just no way to tell at this point in the game.
Oh, checking his old position.
Yeah, he just found him there. This is, let's see if this is Unteroffizier Helmut is taking good position in the building, but will the Oberleutnant decide to? It looks like he will. This could be the end for the Unteroffizier.
A foot has been spotted.
My gosh, it'll be the first elimination on the day. And the first elimination goes to the Oberleutnant. Unteroffizier Helmut has been the first eliminated. Good hiding on him. It was a great run. But unfortunately, you were just not so good for the Oberleutnant. And we will add one Seeker to the team. Congratulations to the Oberleutnant. An excellent elimination. With the Oberfeld. Still moving around, clearing alleyways here, so the game will continue. We have kicked off the action here with the first elimination. Methodically clearing here. Let's go in and get a word with the Oberleutnant and see how he feels about the first elimination. Oberleutnant. Oh, hey, watch out, Oberleutnant. How you feeling there? First elimination of the day. Really starting to shine here, putting in your best work. How you feeling about that elimination? He almost had you fooled with that run. He made a quick run for it, but you were able to track him down. That was good hunting on your part. How you feeling so far?
Oh, it's you know, a little bit overwhelming, but nothing we can't overcome on the Seeker team here. You know, it's a big play area. They got a lot of places to hide, but I'm confident that we're going to be able to track them down. You know, our tracking skills are second to none, and we're going to bring it up in this next little bit here and get some more eliminations.
Well, excellent work. You've added one more player to the Seeker team. Good luck in the future. We'll keep watching, and you keep killing. Alright, we're still waiting for our third Seeker to be put into the game. We have no idea how that'll affect the outcome. He'll probably bring a fresh pair of eyes, maybe even a little bit of secret knowledge about where people are hiding. We'll see how that goes into the future. And we even seem to have some teamwork going on here. People moving as a group, using the Dragon's Teeth as a appendage to hide behind. We'll see if that actually helps them in the long time. Their movement may play into them, but we don't have any Seekers here. See how this works out in the long run. Alright, Unteroffizier Helmut and Hamel has been added. Thank you, GM. Unteroffizier Helmut and Gefreiter Hamel, I think he's a Gefreiter, I'm not quite sure, has been added here. There are two Seekers. We'll see how this plays into the game today. 4 Seekers are now on the board. See if this could turn the tides, giving more room. The Oberleutnant is now moving in on another kill. Gefreiter Rodel. Once again, under the chopping block. Here, let's see how this works out for him. Using camo discipline here. Remain hidden, but will the Oberleutnant's sharp eye reveal his position? Who's to say? Gonna pass within if he sees him. Oh, this is a pressure cooker here. This could be another elimination or a close miss. It appears that Gefreiter Rodel has been saved by the skin of his teeth. The Oberleutnant passing within just meters of Rodel. An excellent near miss there. I hope to see Rodel go on to do better things in here. Let's see if he may even come to win this if he keeps using such good discipline. Stretch back out and see what the other Seekers are doing. Alright, we're picking it back up here. Hamill has just been put on the board. Grafighter Hamill. Let's see how this affects. We have 3 Seekers here wrapping around Pentagon Weber here. We'll see how this works out. Maybe they'll spot camo distance. See how well he's hiding. Good camo distance usage of the camo smock, their camo helmet, using the grass to his advantage. See how this works out in the long run. The Oberleutnant still moving around several hiders there. We'll see how this works out. Could potentially lead to our second elimination on the day. Oh, he's coming close. Will this be the end for Unteroffizier Fuchs? Will the Unteroffizier Fuchs join the Seeker team? It all depends on the close eye of the Oberleutnant. Unteroffizier Fuchs electing not to take the camo, electing in the solid trustworthiness of the Feldgrau. Alright. The Oberleutnant appears to have missed him. Let's check it back in with the other Seeker. Alright, they're moving around. Alright. Seekers working together here. The Oberleutnant is currently surrounded by potential eliminations here. Groot, Braun, Gefreiter, Sommer, Unteroffizier Kurtz, Unteroffizier Fuchs, 4 people that could potentially be at the risk of elimination here. Let's see what happens. 3 Seekers to the south, the east I should say, are now moving together in a group. It would probably be better if they spread out each individually, but perhaps this is some tactic to help them hunt down people if they were to run. We'll see how this works out in the future. Alright, Panzergrenadier Schmiedel. Potential elimination here. You may not know this about Panzergrenadier Schmiedel. He's actually in the airborne. This is a very interesting fact. It's something you should probably know about him. But this could be a new elimination here, depending on if the Oberleutnant was to come around that corner, or potentially see him, or even at the risk of auditory cues hear him. Alright, let's see what goes on here. This could be an elimination. If the Oberleutnant catches him out in the open, we could have our second elimination, both by the Oberleutnant. Oh, it's this moment of tension here. Oh, and the Oberleutnant opts to go back and look in the thing, and Schmiedel is spared again. My God, what a close call for Panzergrenadier Schmiedel. Apparently those airborne boys get trained really well, get good tactics in mind. Very well done, Panzergrenadier Schmiedel. The Oberleutnant, again, not near any hiding. What's going on here? Okay, we have another chance. Unteroffizier Gefreiter. Rodel, once again, a chopping block here. Could potentially be at risk of elimination. Will he be eliminated by the Oberfeldwebel? Will his grass hiding skills, will his camo discipline hold up here? And as you can see, the Oberfeldwebel using a Sten gun, one of the early variants without the wooden stock. Another gun made for mass production of stamped metal used predominantly by the British military in World War II. But once again, it seems that they are unable to spot the Unteroffizier Gefreiter. I must admit, his camo discipline is most remarkable. Will this affect his chance? Oh, the Oberfeldwebel is coming back. Could this be another elimination? Will the Oberfeldwebel spot him? Oh my word! We have another elimination on the board here. Untergefreiter. Rodel is done for. Another elimination on the board. Excellent job, Unterfeldwebel landed. One more seeker to add to the tally. Alright, that's one. One bad child gone. So many other children to be taken care of here. Once again, the Oberleutnant closing in on several more players. Unterfighter Junkerman, Unterfighter Schmidt, Recruit Wolfson, potentially at risk for elimination. As you can see, two of them have opted to use the craters. This is a bold places that usually seekers like the Oberleutnant like to look at first. Not a great place to hide in some circumstances, but we'll see how this works out. Oberleutnant closing in on them. I'm going to put my money on Gefreiter Schmidt being the next elimination. Unless something were to happen here, perhaps one of them would run, chancing the inaccuracy of the grease gun, its short, accurate range, to potentially getting another chance at surviving here. We'll see how this works out. It doesn't appear greater tactic is going to work here. Maybe this barbed wire will turn the Oberleutnant and perhaps preserve Schmidt. We'll have to see how this works out in the future. Or he could simply move along the road. Perhaps, Alright. Fortifications, not many people opt to actually hide amongst them. Not great camo cover here. Hard cover abounds, but it is one of the places that the Seekers will opt to look first. Let's see what the other Seekers will do. Let's check in on them real quick. Landrick, Hamill, and Homuth checking buildings, not moving. Schmiedel out in the open. Could Homuth elimination? Could he present the third elimination on the day? We'll have to see how. With the Oberlord checking in the fortifications there. Could this be the end of Schmiedel? Will Homuth come out on the street? Will this be another elimination? Homuth hear him. Oh my, we're gonna have another elimination here. Homuth with the pistol! With a pistol elimination! That gets points for style right there. Excellent elimination, Unteroffizier. And that is one airborne down. Poor Schmiedel. Excellent move. He almost pulled it out with the Oberleutnant, but unfortunately his movement around did not ultimately benefit him in the end, and ended up with a revolver in the back. Next elimination. Alright, Hamill is in. Let's check back with the Oberleutnant. Appears perhaps AFK for a moment, taking his time, building up his stamina again. This is smart. You don't want to run out on stamina, especially for people who are at risk of running away. Unteroffizier, Antworter, Gefreiter, Junkerman still. Okay, have here. Unteroffizier Netto, we still have. Missed one of Fuchs. The radio man is down. Unfortunately, his good hearing benefiting him multiple years as a Funker did not help him here, and he was taken out by the Oberfeldwebel. Good kill, adding another experienced seeker to the team. Slowly, the tides are turning here towards the seekers as more and more men come in here and provide more viewing, more eyes for the seekers. Excellent work there, Oberfeldwebel. Excellent work. We'll see how this works out here. Multiple people hiding, still looking around here. All right. All right here. Homuth in the thick of things now. Oberleutnant Kibble back on the. Will he investigate? I think this is it for Gefreiter Schmidt. I think this is. Will the Oberleutnant opt to look in the other crater? Does Schmidt really know how close he is to elimination right now? Could he be the last man? Will this be a Stuckovloke that will see him throughout the game? And the Oberleutnant decides not to look in the crater. Oh my gosh, this is a moment of true tension here. Gefreiter Schmidt is. Appears that Oberfeldwebel giving chase to both Braun and Sommer. Will Braun elect to... It appears not, and one more elimination will be tallied to the Oberfieldwebel. An excellent kill. He's racking up eliminations today like no other player. Currently tied for 2 eliminations. Fighter Summer, he's the field. Gun not great for long distance accuracy. Summer zigzagging, serpentining through the field, hoping to get just enough cover, using the small embankment here to hide from the Oberfieldwebel. The Oberfieldwebel appears to be giving chase. How will this work out for him? The Oberleutnant appears to be unaware of the chase that is taking place in his proximity. The Oberfieldwebel giving... Unfortunately, stamina side packed with ammunition. More goes to the Sommer here. Sommer has managed to make it into the city. Will this allow him to escape? Will the Oberleutnant actually catch him here going over the fence? If he goes over the fence, there is an opportunity he can see him, right? Oh my gosh, he doesn't see him! What an elimination! What are the odds that they would come? Oberfieldwebel taking his time, and another elimination! Knocking down a wall, you see the power of British engineering there, killing the wall with his small parabellum round. And another elimination for the Oberfieldwebel. That is 3 eliminations in quick fashion. And Hamill has disconnected, opting to instead to leave the game instead of joining the Seekers. Excellent hiding, a good run there. And what can we say about this game? That it is a lecture. Let's see how things are progressing for the other Hamath looking around. Sorry, that was Sommer that was killed. Hamill was a Seeker. He disconnected. Okay. The Oberleutnant still looking around. Oberfieldwebel. I'm going to take a moment to pop in and have a word with the Oberfieldwebel. Pardon me, Oberfieldwebel.
Yeah.
You are doing an excellent job today. 3 quick eliminations in rapid succession. Do you have anything to say about how you're doing this game? How are you spotting so many people? That was a good chase you just put on. Would you like to say anything to the fans watching at home? Anything to the hiders out there still at risk of elimination? What do you say today?
Well, I have to say that using the binoculars to help spot targets at a distance before they have a chance to react to where I'm at and try to hide has really been beneficial. And otherwise, I wish good luck to those who are still hiding. It's going to probably be a long day. This is a very difficult terrain to move through and seek through, so they have a lot of chances to get away, a lot of chances to hide. I'm not sure how this is going to wind up for those who are left.
You heard it there, folks. The usage of optics to help one's own perception. That is a veteran tactic here. You see this here as the Oberfieldwebel. So many eliminations. We're going to return back to our broadcast, see how the other Seekers are doing. Good luck today. Keep on hunting. You're doing a fantastic job. All right, let's take it slow here. Oberleutnant checking every option available. Unteroffizier Humath clearing the buildings here. Hamud clearing the buildings here. As you can see, it's still a lot of hiders on the board. And Unteroffizier Oberfieldwebel Lander taking his time re-kitting. That is perfectly acceptable for the Seekers in this game. Alright, things are going slow now. Still some cheeky bants going on inside chat, mostly by the hiders. Alright, the Game Master has decided to restrict the play area. We will see how this works out. Let's see if it shows up on the map. Not yet, not as of yet. We're still missing the play area. Alright, some confusion about hiders not taking map. They were specifically requested to. This is unfortunately their own error. That'll definitely hinder their ability to stay within the zone. Unfortunately, our GM is rather negotiable. He'll move you with some lightning and or artillery into the zone. We have a potential for a long-distance spot. Multiple people moving across the field. The Oberleutnant may catch both Graffitis here. It looks like Seebeck, Vogel, and Richter moving into this new area. Rifle to his... And a good kill, another elimination. Unsure who. Potentially Rodel. But an excellent rifle elimination. You don't see those very... But takes much... But you can also reach out and touch people at more accuracy. Great use of the rifle. We'll see how this affects the Oberleutnant. Excellent, another list. That's 4 eliminations for the Oberfeldwebel. The Oberfeldwebel is engaging Recruit Wolfson. Using it once again his binoculars as a useful tool here to engage at long. The Oberfeldwebel, Oberleutnant, and Vogel at long distance across the field. Their movement patching themselves up. That is completely allowed. Vogel is actually unconscious at the moment. That is really going to up his chances to run and hide from the Oberleutnant. Richter slowly trying to patch himself up. Unfortunately, I feel his elimination is close at hand. And he is well within the grips of the Oberleutnant here, unfortunately. Oberleutnant choosing to play with his prey there. A little bit of mental torment. Another person, another Graffiter added to the secret team. Vogel also deciding to do a little backflip. Unorthodox, but not unheard. As you can see, the play area is being restricted, and we have loads of new Seekers being added. Recruit Schmeidel, who is in the Airborne, Unteroffizier Kurtz, and Graffiter Sommer as Seekers. We have more British moving into there, and even a paratrooper. This fits so well, it can hardly be mentioned. Excellent work. 2 Brits and an American hunt down the... Alright, let's see how this plays out. What is going on? Oberleutnant is within range of 4 more eliminations. Up to 5 eliminations. 1 excellent grenade would net him 3 eliminations inside this bunker. He choose check there. We'll see what... And what's going on across the board here. Both Homuth and Landrick moving in unison. Here's actually several more Seekers coming in. We have a huge wave of Seekers. Unteroffizier Fuchs, Recruit Braun, and Graffiter Rodel coming in, moving in. Could this spell the end for how this works out? And Wall is at big... Get back. Using Caitlin to his advantage. Could use this to his... Alright, we see Adler on the move here. Moving from crater to crater. Drawing the attention of the Seekers. Alright. Alright. Too many Seekers now to pay attention. Gonna start losing elimination soon as more Seekers enter the field. Kempler again moving quickly through the woods, scouting closely. Braun, Rodel, Fuchs surrounding Netto here. Seems the battle is going on here. Will Sommer get an elimination here? Could he see Steinhard? Adler crawling to gain some distance from him and the Seekers. And another by Schmiedel, the Airborne, airborne soldier here appears to be up. 86 has eliminated one Garand clip-fed rifle, very common in farbs and reenactors. All right. May have had another elimination. Maybe the Overlord. Yes, the Overlord did an elimination. Okay. See the Game Master reminding the players where the boundaries are. And Steinhardt, you discipline. This is a very hidden area here to stay hidden from the enemy. Excellent usage of hard cover there. We have Kurtz and Sommer here looking to have some excellent cover discipline in these craters. But one false move, one quick eye by the Seekers could spell their destruction. Neto, once again, seemingly to escape the clutches of the Seekers. Unfortunate for Adler, Meadle has found him, and one more elimination for the paratrooper. All right. Here's they've spotted Metzger on the run now. Smart tactics, get out of there. Graphiter being spotted by 3 people. Alright, they appear to have some room. Let's see what's going on. The Oberleutnant still moving through the trees. Could have a potential elimination. Rodel methodically clearing the buildings. This could lead to the elimination of Neto. We'll see how this works. Braun chasing after Metzger. Welsh could be eliminated. Welsh using the periphery, moving around Braun, getting the separation he needs. Here's that Braun is none the wiser. Excellent move, Sonny Welsh. Sonny Tater, careful hands, smart thinking, good job, but he could run straight into the midst of Unteroffizier Fuchs. This works. Could have been another elimination there. I heard some fire going on. We'll see how that works. The Oberleutnant is moving into the city once again. Almuth and Landrick scouting the external areas.
I think this may be the end for Welsh.
Is he getting... Fuchs has... And he's done. He's done, eliminated by the man with the bad ping. This is a historic moment. Excellent. Latency be damned. One elimination for the Red Cross man. Excellent job, Unteroffizier Fuchs. And with it, a rifle of all things, not a semi-automatic, showing the true skill of a veteran player there. Excellent job. Let's continue looking on, taking on here. Alright, Sommer moving. We have a block of Seekers here now. Hopefully they'll spread out and start looking. Rodel methodically working his way to Neto. I think Neto is now on borrowed time. Yes, like the Oberfeldwebel before him, he manages to miss Neto. Excellent position. My money right now is on the Unteroffizier. This is an excellent position, wedged between 2 buildings. Possibly could lead to his victory on the last minute. We'll see what happens in the future when time gets pressed down on him, area gets pressed down on him. Alright. As you can see, the tide is quickly sweeping towards the Seekers here. The Hiders are moving the Oberfeldwebel target. Not just yet. Alright, things are quieting down here as the troops and as the Seekers look for the Hiders. Hiders still spread out across the map. The game area is starting to move concisely into the main part of Schmeckheim, respectively, so soon enough we'll see a lot of Seekers and a lot of Hiders compressed into a small area, and we'll see who this leads to being the last 3 men left alive for the Hiders. Alright. Okay. Hiders. And it appears once again, Unteroffizier's Neto, excellent cover discipline. Usage of this nook to hide from the Hiders had allowed him to escape the peering eyes, the leering eyes of Gefreiter Neto. Once again, but will roll. Sommer here now. Could this spell elimination? He's heading right for... this could be a close moment for the Unteroffizier. But it appears not. It appears he's going to avoid... Excellent play for my veteran Berg'S Heathen Day of Competition Enterprises player there. Excellent work. Excellent. Alright. Things are quieting down here. Some excellent hiding spots all around. Some clustered people and some people still hiding in the periphery. The Oberfeldwebel moving in the periphery. The Unteroffizier Hobbit still clearing buildings methodically. Excellent work. Good strategy to lead to elimination. Right. Widow still surrounded here. Hole, to be fair, and Metzger, all three have escaped elimination. Hole in quite a pickle at the moment, using his cover. Walking around nonchalantly, perhaps, and this is it for Hole. Unfortunately, he is done, gave up. It's seemingly tired of hiding. Still an excellent work on the day. Excellent elimination of Officer. Well done in all respects. Alright. Unteroffizier Fuchs making his way into the middle of the city. Rodel moving. Netto still unmolested as per now. And Gefreiter Metzger slowly crawling. Hopefully not going to be eliminated by Sommer. Turn to the action. The Oberleutnant seemingly taking his time, not moving fast through the city. Really AFK at the moment, just relaxing, letting the other seekers have a chance. Really feeling out his options here, perhaps inspecting the map, seeing what his options are. We'll return to him in a moment and see what's going on here. Oh, seems like we could have another elimination. The airborne boy coming close on, smelling out the bad cologne of a German soldier. Could this be another elimination for Metzger with his semi-automatic rifle? And it appears he's going to get a fourth elimination on the day. Excellent eyes. Unfortunately, Metzger is completely unaware. And Schmiedel will hopefully make quick work. Another elimination for Schmiedel. It's a shame. A veteran player gone down. But done well on the day. Apparently some conversation going on here. Perhaps a little parlay of information. Scouting out people who know. Sommer may come in and end this conversation rather quick. Metzger perhaps begging for his... It's hard to tell from up on... And he is ended on the day. Get down and have a word with Schmied, who has done excellent so far this day. Good afternoon. Excellent work so far. You are doing a great job so far in this competition. 4 eliminations so far. Excellent work. I see you're decked out as a paratrooper. That fits your character. And Sommer, good job hiding earlier. You made a close game of it, but unfortunately you were eliminated, both of you. Excellent job. What can you both say so far to the competition today? Anything you want to say to the fans at home? Address your competition. What do you want to say to the hiders out there?
You know what? I'm just doing it for my mom and my family, man. These Nazi fuckers gotta die.
You heard it from the words of the airborne there. Sommer, what would you like to say?
Nobody's gonna fucking win.
Nobody wins in war, that is true. Gentlemen, continue your seeking. Good job so far. Let's go back to our Eye in the Sky camera. Alright, folks, and we're back to the Eye in the Sky camera here. See if anybody is risking a... Netto still maintaining his sovereignty there in that crack. Hamath perhaps closing in on the multitude of people hiding in this barracks here. Alright, things are slowing down. Still a lot of eliminations left to go here. This is enthralling. Ooh, could we have an elimination? Hendrik perhaps eliminating Huff. Has Huff's camo discipline is second to none here. Years of hiding a pack behind brush has allowed him to expertly camouflage himself amongst this. Tom found Hard to see in these thick, giving chase. Opting to leave the runner alone, perhaps going to inspect. Oh, could this be the end of all the three amigos in the bunker here? Will this be their moment of elimination? There's only two of them now. It appears one of them has decided to bolt. Has Hamath. And another elimination for Hamath, ending Gayer's streak as a hider. He will quickly be added to the Seeker team once he is able to change his loadout as a British soldier, etc. Good elimination by Hamath. This is a hard area to seek in. Lots of hard cover, lots of trees, lots of thick grass. Elimination! A second elimination in just so many minutes. Seebeck about to be finished. Appearing to lag out. What an important tactic Seebeck seems to be running here. Space and time. This is an... It appears both Hamath and he's down. 3 eliminations, or 2 eliminations in just so many minutes. Will he check the bunker? That is the question. Could he get 2 more eliminations on the day? Could both Bruckman and Egghart be at the end of their rope? Will Hamath choose to look in the bunker? Is he gonna check in there? It appears he is. This could be it. They're running! They're making a run for it! Bruckman making a run for it, no man leaving his best friend Egghart behind. The swarthy Scot left to his own devices, eliminated by Hamath. Bruckman with no honor, fearing for his own life, running down the line here. Obviously that is a man with an incredibly receding hairline, having real no courage to stand and fight, runs for his life, but obviously a good play as a hider. Let's check in with other Seekers here. My word, today is an exciting, it is a pressure cooker. We're lots of folks here. Lots of folks still hiding out here. Weber still far out in the periphery. Neto still untouched there in his hole. Hamath, unfortunately, clipping him with his pistol. An excellent usage here. Just decided to take that. Trying to flee once again, fleeing while wounded. Oh, but he is taken down with the revolver. Hamath is proven to be an excellent shot there, taking out 2 kills with the revolver. Reloading, as you would. Bruckman is once again, you can see there, underneath the helmet, what a horrible hairline that is. Obviously, he will be an excellent Seeker coming up, being so jaded. Let's go ahead and look elsewhere in the map. Sonny Welsh has joined. Fighter Junkerman has joined. I should say. Roll still moving throughout the city. Burner looking on. Braun checking the walls there. Alright, as you can see, the Game Master is slowly trying to push Weber back toward the area here. Alright. Potential for so many eliminations right now. The Oberleutnant has moved buildings. Kragus. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Teleported. My goodness, is this an elimination? Multiple eliminations happening across the map right now. Wasn't sure who was that eliminated just there. It seems that Oberleutnant is just on the cusp of adding another elimination to his score today. So many excellent hiders still in the off. Nope, he has decided to leave. Fighter Krager is preserved for now, unless another hider comes on. Alright, let's see how this works. Hamid still moving through the forest. Fighter Burner on the cusp of being eliminated. Will he be seen by Hamath? Will Hamath continue his streak of using his pistol? It has served him better. And one more elimination for the Gefreiter, or the Unteroffizier here, I should say. One more veteran elimination. Unfortunately for Burner is gone. Recently eliminated. Alright, things are moving quickly now. things have gotten thick in the city here. Hunters spread out all over the place. Many men still with the opportunity to win. Two men hiding here, Muller and Lair, both Braun and the Oberleutnant, are at risk of eliminating them here. Unteroffizier Finette, Graffider Kragesir moving around or holding position. This could be good for them, having courage in the face of the enemy. Schweiger and Anderson in their original positions. Eike still holding, believing that their camo will protect them today. Huff still alive. Alright, things are getting tense now. Almost too many potential eliminations to pay attention to here. See how this turns out for the players, for the hiders, how this affects remain. All right. All right. As you can see, some very untoward comments going on from the Scotsman, obviously slightly frustrated by his recent elimination. But it is okay, for he himself is actually a black man. All right. Plenty of opportunities for eliminations here. Rauch could be at the potential for elimination from Unteroffizier Kurtz here. So many potential eliminations. Heinrich methodically clearing the buildings here. Could he run into both Kraj and Finette? And will Braun and the Oberleutnant end up clearing this corner house here? Who's to say? Lieutenant Strauss kept a very solid, not moved from this very unassuming building. Not one you would assume you could go into, but he has managed his cool stay there and has not been at the mercy yet of any of the Seekers. See if that rewards him today. Recently promoted to Oberleutnant, or Lieutenant I should say. Actually a tailor in his off time. Designs clothing, men's fashion. Let's see what's going on here. Potential church investigating the church. Rather skillfully, though, glitchily, I should say, to scale this. An excellent strategy, but see how that plays with the GM. Plays well the GM who's enforcing our rules. Neto still untouched. Again, he has my money today. I'm putting my money on the experienced Neto, leader of Veer de Zug, a man who knows how to lay tube. All right. Are getting tense here in this intersection of the city. Potential for five eliminations here. All right. Things are, if they start invading, things could get bloody very, and the ratio of seekers to hunters could very quick. Seekers to hiders could very well shift in there for the balance of the seekers. Looks like some talking is going on here. Perhaps some strategy. Seekers, they are respectively all on the same team here, trying to eliminate as many people as possible. Alright, things are going smooth. See what's happening out here. Welsh still moving around, picking through the woods there, taking his time, no need to rush. There's plenty of time to hide. Liebelt and Scharf moving through the buildings here. Are they actually in an interoperable building? They are. This is close that has previously been cleared. We'll see how that affects their play in the long run. Neto getting confirmation on his position. The ruling from the game is between the buildings is a glitchy area. It is not easily accessible to all via normal means. Will continue play. Hopefully sustain himself to the last couple rounds. All right. Weiger here for Sebastian Schwanschweig. And Junkerman avoiding him. Great camo cover here. These bushes are proving to be a magnificent boon for him. Conversing with the Oberleutnant here. I'm actually going to go in and have a word with Unteroffizier Hahn. Afternoon, players. Afternoon.
Hello.
Hamath, if I could have a word with you, please.
Oh, yeah. Let me get clear of this barbed wire.
My God, the play is heating up right now. We have Aussies, Americans, and Brits all fighting to kill these Germans. Hamath, let me talk to you. Let me get a word for you here. You're having an excellent day. Particular usage of the pistol. That is a great tactic. How are you feeling so far? I've seen you really eliminate at least 3 people with that pistol. How's it serving you so far?
Oh, this pistol is just great. It won't fail, and it scares the shit out of the Germans.
This is excellent play. This is true veterancy we're seeing here from you. Usage of non-conventional weapons. Really scouting out and sniffing out those Germans from their positions. Good job so far on the day. Keep up the good work. There's still plenty of people to be eliminated. Keep using that pistol. It's getting great style points, and congratulations on your elimination so far.
All right, thank you.
All right, back to our eye in the sky cam to see if there's any pending eliminations. All right, and we're back, folks. Word with Hamath there. Experienced player. Had some words on his pistol there. Says it's a scary weapon used to shock the Germans from their positions. We'll see how this works out into the future. All right, any pending elimination? None of the. Perhaps Wilda and Wolf could be at wit's end here. Both hiding under cover. Rodel, if you spot them, could spell destruction for both. Unsure how this will play out. Still investigating the periphery. Good tactic. You never know who could be hiding out there. Unfortunately, very closest player to him would be Neto, who was pushed down from his position, opting to move out of the crack owing to the restriction of the game area. Oh, and we have some potential elimination once again. Or Heinrich once again moving. Muller using the terrain to his advantage. Neumann hiding in the cover there. Excellent usage of terrain discipline. Using the destroyed to blend in with his camo. And still no pending eliminations right now. A lot of hiders left. Alright. Things are getting slower now. There's still a lot of hiders left. At least 10 left. 10 pushing the boundary. Still built out by the Seeker. The Seeker team is growing. Elimination here. Could this be the end of Lair? Hid well the entire. But Heinrich is slowing in on. No! Heinrich fails to clear the room. And Lair, in his very vibrant green uniform, pushed out. We will see if this. Will he manage to stay alive? Using the doors as cover. This is a smart tactic. Unfortunately, it appears Heinrich, checking room to room, has failed to see him. Alright, will Heinrich get the elimination today? Will Lair be spared? There's no telling. We'll check in with a moment. Heinrich actually gets. Alright, the original hiders who were hiding in the city here have now fled, moved out a little bit. Kraj is on the move. Weiss is on the move. Huff hiding in his same position. An excellent position. Good cover. Braun still out in the periphery. Heinrich has advantage of the build. No chance. Alright, let's see what's. Welsh, Heinrich and Welsh maybe conversing in earshot. Finishing this terrain is excellent cover, blending very well. Will he ultimately be eliminated? There is simply no way to know what the Seekers are thinking in this terrain. We have a British paratrooper actually in now. You can see he's probably he's a British. Maybe that will lend his skills. Well, we'll see how this works out in the long game. We have a lot of people being pressed down here. 3 Seekers actively working together here, pushing. Neto still alive. Rodel close in. Neto has come up with some great hiding spots all throughout today. His first position was wonderfully played. Will we see him remain? We'll have to continue watching here. Right, Junkermann, Kepler, and Sommer moving down the road, potentially coming in within sight of Steinhardt. We'll see how this works out. Ron moving in. Welsh checking the buildings. Heinrich clearing the wall. Schweiger, Anderson, Eike, Steinhardt, Dietrich, Strauss, and all within potential range to be eliminated here as this group of Seekers could progress down their road. Once again, let's see what's happening in the other part of the city. Schmeidel clearing the buildings with authority, taking a moment to reflect on his sins and to contemplate his recent elimination, using the high vantage point of the church to inspect the woods, using his optics once again to peer out and investigate anybody potentially outside the periphery, using his rifle to engage them at long distance. An excellent player, good veterancy there. You can see that. You know that's the mark of an old player, one who has played this game many times, or at least once, and who will possibly see many more eliminations on the day. All right. See how things are progressing. With always worth a second look. People are staying, mostly now people are staying restricted to the building, moving out of the woods. Braun, Kraj, and Weiss, potential elimination right now. Krajicir and Weiss, potential elimination right now. Alright, here we go. Grenade, unsure where that was the origin from. And we see that Heinrich has discovered Neumann. Fortunately, it's a parlay going on right now. Heinrich, both of them in Virtuzug. Obviously, will be a quick elimination. Heinrich using the Bren gun, the British light squad operated weapon. Excellent weapon for eliminations. Good for reaching out and touch people. Unfortunately, it's small clip. Could lead to trouble. Well, what's going on here? We have eliminations taking. Wolf being eliminated. Elimination taking place here. He's managed to get a substitution, or he is actually dead. I'm unsure. Could be hiding or dead. I think he is simply unconscious. Will he recover consciousness in time to flee, or will his actual camo prevent him from being seen? There was an elimination here. I'm pretty sure that was Wilda, killed, maimed in the street like a dog, run down and killed by the Oberleutnant and the Aussies. Junkermann, Rodel. Here, another elimination on. Neumann's still alive, possibly being paraded. Could potentially use it. Running away! Oh, but gunned down. Heinrich, that's what happens when you play with your food. Potential almost lost elimination there. Neumann gunned down, put a few more into him. Heinrich, and send him to the Seeker team. Alright. Welsh still moving. Finette, Lair, Kraj, Weiss, Huff, Ryder, Scharf, Liebel, Rausch, Wolf, and Neto are remaining hiders on the day, as well as Strauss, Muller, Schweiger, Dietrich, and Eike, as well as Anderson, are remaining hiders, people who will be in our last group. We'll see how this works. Lair once again at the chopping block if Welsh decides to clear these buildings. Wolf still alive. Appears he is unconscious at the moment. Will he come out of consciousness and retain his ability to stay hidden? Will he bleed out and join the seeker team? We do not know the extent of his wound. Right, Neto there, still hiding. Eventually will be pushed down. Any potential eliminations here? Erdmann using this. Will the Oberfield way will see them looking around. Huff still hiding in his bush, like a rock most of this game, but that is a courageous stance to take, opting instead to hide in plain sight, as it. Potential elimination now from Gefreiter Muller. Heinrich is closing in. Will he come out and inspect the walls? No way to tell. Down the clock here, folks. Pushing in the combat area. The GM is restricting the combat area. We have several eliminations left. The Seeker team is growing all the time. Oberfield Rebel Lander sticking to this corner of the map, not moving into the city proper, instead opting to stay out in this long-range area where he can engage a multitude. Lieutenant Strauss opting to actually break. Actually, no, he is actually must have been eliminated because he is now a Seeker. We'll have to see him be switched. Strauss has been added to the Seeker. Alright. Officer Fuchs methodically, inspecting the tree lines. There. Let's see how this turns out here. Alright. Cratch could be in a potential pickle. It's a sharp eye of Schmiedel and the airborne boy coming in. Paratrooper potentially with the option to come in and kill. Taking, Shadow and Welsh. Fighter Dietrich. Fuchs moving in. The Oberleutnant. Now Strauss is off the map a little bit. Probably needs to be pushed back towards the thing as a Seeker. Hit for the Stabsgraf. Man with the mustache and all the weapons. The fan of Ian. It could be the end for him. The Cardinal of the Church of Steve. It is his final moments as a hider. To be eliminated by one of the three here. It was a valiant effort hiding in the bushes. Potentially, I always encourage runners to make a close run of it in the end here. Perhaps even choosing to flee in the option of potentially missing all their shots. Who knows? It could be anything. But unfortunately, taking it like a true man, making it an honorable death. Alright, let's see what's going on with the other players here. Sommer moving through the woods again. Schmiedel closing in on Cratch. Huff still untouched. Roush still out there. Wolf. Let's see if he regained consciousness. Unfortunately, he's not. I am prone to believe that he is currently bleeding for the remainder of the game. The question will remain: if he is alive as eliminations are made, will he count? This is an interesting conundrum. We'll see what happens in the remaining time of the game. All right, any potential eliminations? Lair still untouched in the buildings. Finette still in his hiding spot. Potential for several eliminations here. Anderson, Schweiger, and Steinhardt. An eliminations. Cradge is being eliminated by the American. Unfortunate. I would think if Cradge could be eliminated, it would be an M1 Garand. So that is a fortunate elimination. Cradge will join the Seeker team. Schmiedel with another elimination. Let's continue on. Cradge played well. Had a good hiding spot for most of the day, but unfortunately the forced movement into the restricted gaming area pushed him into an area where he could be eliminated. Roush still untouched by the Overlord. Scharf and Liebelt taking refuge in some already searched areas. This is slowly starting to narrow down who could be our potential victors here today. Who could take the three places, first, second, and third prizes, which respectively will be a $30 game on Steam for the first place winner, a $10 game or a $15 game for the second player, and a $10 game or $20 game for the second, and a $10 game for the third. Restricted for the people who will come out as first, second, and third, whoever the last three remaining men will be. Let's see Neto on the move now. Under Field Webel Wolf. Around. This could be a risky strategy. A risky strategy for. I don't want to see them get eliminated. Alright, we have Scharf and Liebelt on the move. Opting to go on the offense here, moving out of their building. Perhaps they felt they were on bided time there. Let's see how that works out for them. They're moving right into the potential kill zone of Oberleutnant Kepler and Unteroffizier Hahn, with both two very, very efficient eliminators, seekers. We'll see how this works out. Weiss on the move, opting to move out of his building. Blair. And we see an elimination by, who was that? Who eliminated him? It would be Rodel with a rifle. Lair was trying to flee the building he had taken refuge in. On the crawl, eliminated by Rodel. Good elimination there, Rodel. Expert shot. All right, let's see what's going on here. Further down, we could have a double elimination here of both Liebelt, Scharf, Feldwebel, and the Panzer Grenadier. Two friends holding hands till the end. Taken out. Let's see if this works for the Oberleutnant, how this affects him in the long run. Will he check? Oh, this will be an elimination. He's going to check this building definitely. Goes upstairs. Will he see? He's coming up, and if he chooses to go to the second story, we will have a double elimination with the grease gun, opting to go upstairs, and this is done. A double elimination. It's on the run. Shooting out. Liebelt's over the fence. Kepler's chasing him down. The fence here. Opting to leave his friend behind. Scharf has been eliminated. Liebelt is on the run. Making time. I was sure he was hit during that. So he's obviously wounded. He'll be bleeding and taking damage. We'll see how this will work. The Oberleutnant chanced out of another. That was a great ambush. Excellently worked out by the Oberleutnant. Unfortunately, the poor auto rate of the grease gun allowed the field rebel to flee in time to get away from the spread of his machine gun fire. All right, let's see what's going on else. Huff still untouched. Maybe that is about to change. Checking the bush. Why still untouched? Apparently, Finnet has been eliminated unless he's moved, and I haven't seen him. Appears he has. Unsure who got that elimination, but Finnet had been untouched most of the match. The edge of the alive has been doing well all map. Better potential for elimination. Hiding from Gefreiter Junker. All right, Gefreiter hiding. Right, potential elimination here for Fighter, Steinhardt, Net, Liebelt, and Reiter, as well as Huff, still alive. Took the opportunity to and was gunned down by Rodel. An unfortunate turn of but an excellent elimination by Roller. Weiss will join the Seeker team. All right. Neto, Schweiger, Steinhardt, Roush, Liebelt, Wolf, Reiter, and Huff are our remaining hiders. Good luck to them. Potential for another 3 eliminations here. The Oberleutnant has been very smart in his checking today. Elimination. If the Oberleutnant checks outside, he could. That was a close call for the Unterfeldwebel. And he has been spotted, unfortunately, by the Oberleutnant. The Unterfeldwebel will receive his elimination now. Excellent played. Ran from several early eliminations, but unfortunately will be taken out by the Oberleutnant momentarily and join the Seeker team. The Oberleutnant roll today. 2 quick eliminations back-to-back. And we have an elimination. The Oberfeldwebel taking on Steinhardt. Using his rifle, this could be a strange turn of events. Depending on Steinhardt is bleeding, he's down. Good shot by the Oberfeldwebel. Got him in the jump. Excellent. And Steinhardt is. That's one more sticker to the team. Excellent usage of the rifle there. An elimination for Neto, coming within the view of the Oberfeldwebel. How that works out in the future. We are getting down to brass tacks here, folks, to the wire. 8 players remain, a host of Seekers remaining, and we are getting closer to who will be decided as the final 3 players. All right. Pushing it in. The Oberfeldwebel. Excellent position by the Feldwebel, but will this be an elimination for him? An excellent play by the Feldwebel. Plenty of cover here. Not seen by the Oberleutnant. Earn him the victory today. Have to see any other players actually on the move, fleeing from his position, being spotted by Heithen. Could he survive? Dodging the bullets, running down across the use cover, Huff, stay alive. Your only option here is to flee for your life, run from the road, stay out of the cover of the bridge. Separation. As stated earlier, short match. Bryn, though hefty in firepower, does limit your ability to engage running hiders. So it was a good choice in some senses, but it could have also potentially lost Heinrich that elimination. So let's see how that plays out. Kepler moving back towards Rauch here. Rauch hiding upper story here, taking refuge. If the Oberleutnant decides to could be the end of him. Moving far out from his position, Heinrich deciding not to give chase. I'm unsure if Huff was wounded in that maneuver. He could have potentially been. Oberfeldwebel near the Unteroffizier. Strauss coming close to net. This be another elimination. Could we have? And unfortunately, it will be an elimination of Neto. Neto played so well through the early rounds of this game. Had to move out of his position. Was out of his excellently chosen position by the game as the bounds, and that is the first elimination for Strauss on the day. Excellent job, excellent play. See how this works out into the future. And I think Huff has been eliminated. Fleeing from his position, he ran straight into the jowls of the Seekers. He escaped Heinrich, but could not escape the 3 Seekers here. Remaining, we have Reiter, Roush, Liebelt, and Reiter, Roush, Liebelt, and Anderson. That is 4 hiders. We are getting down to the very end here. At the risk of elimination, very close in. Last 4 remaining. We are in the final 4. Next man will be eliminated. Will be the last man to be eliminated without regaining a. Put my money on Reiter as being the next on the chopping block. He has played well today. Fled when he needed to flee. Had some great positions. Unfortunately, it appears numbers are against him. If one person to clear this building, it spell disaster for him. But it seems like our seekers here are deciding to opt out of clearing instead of following the Overlord. See how that works out for them. Anderson, son of a bitch. Attic making hide. Very calm, has a cigarette in mouth, not worried at all. Calm player. You can see he's played the game before, ready to engage. Ryder made a report, decided to opt out of the cover of his building. Now he is on the chopping block, making a run for it. Appears he's hit, making a run in the field for it. Zigzagging, serpentine. Could he survive here? 3 people shooting at him. And it appears he's been hit. Not much remaining. Wounded in the leg. He is basically a seal right now, and Junkerman is a clubbing Canadian. This is a poor... was an excellent run by him to stay hidden, but unfortunately came out at the wrong moment and was spotted by some both Junkerman and Homuth. And final 3 on the board here. That would be Rausch, Liebelt, and Anderson. Let's see how this plays out. The Feldwebel, the Panzer Obergrenadier, and the Panzerschütze tanker, a Zug commander, and a Panzergrenadier here. We'll see how this works out. They're both spread across the map very well. Final 3. We'll see if the addition of all the Seekers now affects them. Josh has finally been added to the enemy team. It's good, so now we have a distinction of who's who. Oh my word, appears. Now Anderson is still alive. He's just moving out. I was confused by the game master there. Safe. Panzer Obergrenadier Rausch and Feldwebel Liebe. Some would call him a belt of lies. In his shiny go-go boots, he has managed to stay alive most of this game. Rausch as well. Will Fuchs get the elimination? He's a methodical player, covering most of his tracks in unforeseen areas. Will he actually end up? You can see him a little bit of latency there. That is his M. Confuses his enemies by phase shifting in and out of places. He confuses the hide tactic. See if this actually works for him. Goes over the fence here. Eliminate. Fence. Will he check this area? D. Liebelt. He has got the Feldwebel in his sights. Prepare for an elimination. It appears that Liebelt is actually already wounded. He did take some fire there. Fuchs is opting for a safe method, throwing a grenade. An excellent decision. Feldwebel taking no chances there. Destroyed by the grenade. Feldwebel will be third. Excellent play by Fuchs there. We're down to our final 2, Rausch and Anderson. He's in excellent positioning here. Could potentially face some, if he continues moving, he should bunker down some. Rausch could be our next elimination. And if Fuchs decides to check this building, we are at the final stages of the game. Rausch and our final 2. Anderson very consider where he's hiding, because we could have a potential elimination. But Rausch, he has the game in his hand. Rausch is being surrounded right now. Anderson is relatively untouched by other players. You could see potentially see an elimination, potentially get Anderson the game. Feldwebel Liebelt, excellent play throughout the day. Ends his tenure as our 3rd position. He will get a $10 game on Steam. Done. Wounded early on fleeing, but managed to recover and find an excellent place to hide. It's true skillmanship there of the game. Anderson, it seems, had disappeared off the game map. He's been teleported. He was outside the game map. The GM, wanting to usher this along, put him in the game map. His elimination. If he can zigzag, if he can flee, it appears he's wounded or not running. Some are having to use his rifle to engage him. Anderson may have a clean break here. Unfortunately, not wanting to wound any. And he is eliminated. Number 2 on the board. Winner will be Rouse. Oh my, this could be a moment. Used the grenade once and got the kill. I think that will go to Rouse, being only momentarily alive, longer than Anderson. An excellent kill on all sides. This was an amazing game to be played. Congratulations to all our players. We're going to take it in right now. Talk to all the players and see how they feel about the battle. Get some words with our winner and our first 3 contestants, and we'll wrap this day of Berg'S Heathen Day of Games and Competition, whatever the fuck it's called. We'll wrap this up and see how we're doing. All right, congratulations, players, everyone, both hiders and seekers. You all did magnificent today. We have 3 winners. The winner number 1 being Roush, who only by a fraction of a hair lasted longer than Anderson, who came in 2nd, and Liebelt came in 3rd. Congratulations to all of you, hiders and seekers. You all did fantastic. If I could get a word with the 3 winners, we'll discuss your awards and your experiences today. Hiders, great job. Seekers, you maimed and murdered people in an honorable fashion, gunning them down with no respite. You were excellent. Good job. Let's get a word with both Anderson, Liebelt, and Roush. Let's get some word with our 3rd place winner, Fieldweb and Liebelt, as they say. You did excellent today, fleeing under multiple rounds and fire. You managed to come in 3rd. Fuchs killed you with a grenade. What do you want to say to the folks, your fans? You ranked at 3rd position. How do you feel about today's competition?
Hey, I knew I was going to place the whole time. You know, I never doubted it for a second. All the people who doubted me, i.e. Sharf, you know, I'm sorry that you're just not as good at running around staircases really fast as I am. So. You know.
Question there. I see that you use Sharf as bit as bait. Was that a tactic for you all along, using him as a lesser component to save your skin if you were to be an ambush?
I can't confirm or deny. All I can say is it's rough out there, man, and at the end of the day, it's you against everybody else.
It is a dog-eat-dog world. Excellently played there. Congratulations, Liebelt. You're the 3rd place winner today. Let's move on to Anderson. Anderson, Panzer shooter, the only Panzer shooter to make it into the ranking. Very well done. You were moved at the last second because you were out of the game bounds, but that still didn't allowed you to place. What do you think? What do you have to say about today's competition?
Well, I was really hoping that the game, when the zone got smaller, I would be in the zone, but unfortunately I wasn't. The last second I was just looking, making sure I was in the zone, but I got teleported. So it was good. I love it. You
did very well today. You're getting a $20 game on Steam, 2nd place position. Well done. Has Roush shown up yet? Panzer Obergrenadier Roush, our winner on the day. Last person by only a fraction of a second. You are the winner for today. Fuchs killed you with a grenade at the final moments, but just about half a second longer than Anderson was alive. So please tell me, how do you feel about today? You were in pretty much the same position all day long. How did you manage to become our winner today?
Well, see, I did step number 1, stay basically perfectly still. They never see it coming. Number 2, you know, when the rebound or the reduction of the area came in, essentially all I did was cross the street.
Smart, cool under fire, only choosing to elect to move very small movements. That is how you win this game. It shows your true veterancy there. Any final words you'd like to say for the fans, all the other haters out there who say who lost? What would you like to say?
Well, I'd like to say, Fuchs, wherever the fuck you are up there, you're an asshole. You should have let me sing my song.
Real animosity there from the winner today. Onlookers here, all the dead and wounded, the losers here, will go home empty-handed. We are going to close down this review today. Congratulations, everyone. Feel free to open fire. This has been Berg'S. Draw Gruba. This has been Berg'S Heathen Day of Competitions, annual number 2. Electric Boogaloo.